Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here, where I'll be discussing the NHL Playoffs for you guys in a very blunt way. I'm your host, Steven Harrold, and in today's video, it is now time for our conference finals predictions. We started with 16, ended up with 8, and now we're down to 4. Only 2 can advance to the Stanley Cup Finals. Who are they going to be, and what's going to be the outcome for the conference finals in the East and the West? So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference. In the Eastern Conference, we have the Florida Panthers taking on the New York Rangers. The President's Trophy winning team this year of the New York Rangers has been holding their own, doing what they can to believe that the President's Trophy curse is not a real thing, whereas the Florida Panthers, of course, are the team that, lost last year in the finals, but want to get back there. And the only team standing in their way are the Rangers. Now, with these two teams, they basically had different paths going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it wasn't quite easy half the time. I mean, for the Rangers, yeah, they swept the Capitals, but it was the Capitals, right? So this will be the Rangers' true test. I mean, they did have a 3-0 series lead against Carolina, and then blew 2 games, but they secured it in Game 6. Now, as for the Florida Panthers, they did face off against the Tampa Bay Lightning, beating them in 5, and then beating Boston in 6. So their path is a little bit different compared to the Rangers, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this series is going to play out. Now, I know a lot of people are actually going to be thinking that the Rangers are the top dog here, and rightfully so. They did win the President's Trophy. They have the home field advantage. That's why, in my opinion, I feel like when it comes to the Eastern Conference Final, I do believe that the Florida Panthers are still going to make that strive to the Stanley Cup Final. They are still hungry. They still want to get back there, and I think they can actually do it. So I'm going to be predicting that the Florida Panthers are going to edge out the New York Rangers in 6 games. As for the Western Conference Final, we have a matchup that we haven't seen since 2003. The Dallas Stars taking on the Edmonton Oilers, Canada's team. As it was pretty much announced, well, not really announced, that these two teams have a history in the playoffs, especially in the first and second rounds, not the third round. The Oilers, unfortunately, have the shittiest record of them all, winning only 1 out of 6 meetings between the two. The Stars basically have constantly beaten them ever since 1997's loss to the Oilers, but these are 2 totally different teams. These are on 2 totally different paths. Of course, as we all know, the Dallas Stars have a different path that led to the Western Conference Final, and so did the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, when you face the LA Kings for the 3rd straight year in a row in the first round, of course, you're going to want some competition. Of course, the Vancouver Canucks was that competition, but the Dallas Stars will be their toughest challenge. Just like the Dallas Stars, do you think Colorado was their toughest challenge? Do you think Vegas was their toughest challenge? I don't think so. I think it's going to be the Oilers who are going to be their toughest challenge. Now, in regards to these two teams, it's very much similarly a who's who on each roster. I mean, we do have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl on the Edmonton Oilers, who have never sniffed the Stanley Cup Final, where we have the Dallas Stars team with Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Miro Heiskanen, who have been to a Stanley Cup Final. And even though there is that experience, this series could go either way. That's why I feel like this series is going to go the distance. Now, who's going to be the winner? Now, the Tampa fan would probably pick Dallas to win in 6 or whatever, because he has this respect for the Dallas Stars. I don't. I still remember 2003. So I hold a grudge, buddy. Anywho, I do believe that if the Oilers are going to beat the Dallas Stars again, it's going to be in Game 7. So that is my prediction of the Western Conference Final. The Oilers in 7. And that is my predictions of the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. What are your guys' predictions to these two series? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you also hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified about all the other videos coming on the channel, especially when it comes to the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Other than that, guys, this has been the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven Harrold. That's going to be it for me. There's not going to be any more playoff series videos until, 2 teams get eliminated, right? And then we get our Stanley Cup final one. Anyways, enjoy the playoffs and go Oilers.